What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Showtime, the Blazing King with King's Critiques, and we're back for Spy Family. And in the last, Jesus Christ, episode, we had a topic at hand that might have gotten out of hand. Hopefully it hasn't by the time it gets uploaded. But that being said, as I always say, let me know your thoughts on things up to this point. Or cap it till the end of the episode. Of course, as always, hit the like button, subscribe, let the video run through to limit the watch time. And let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, right, and Anya had a long, drawn-out conversation with her teacher that ended in failure for his elegance. Because that's not what he had said. That is what you had assumed he had said. And also, do you trust your mother to bake a cake? Listen, Yor has cake, but I wouldn't trust her to bake a cake. Yeah, a certain company would know about that one day. And, yeah, yawn. It acknowledges the fact that he, in fact, did not say that. Bond seeing the future about her trying to feed him cake and it not going well. Poor Bond. At least he knows not to eat it then, right? Oh no. And now she's overthinking like Anya tends to do. Well, I suppose even though, the step situation, or step, foster, adopted, at least their brains are sort of on a similar wavelength at times. And she runs off from a normal conversation with her neighbors. When you stop overthinking things, because whatever residence you're in is more contained than whatever shit we got going on over here. Mostly. Oh no, she's being ambushed by samples! Joe, actually, that's funny though, because I literally avoid people that do that kind of shit sometimes. Because, take going into a bulk buy store, and they always have those people from, Spectrum, or Comcast, or AT&T, and etc. And you always just kind of like, I already have internet, I already have phone, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I do my best to try and avoid those people sometimes. And low-key, high-key, I feel like I should bring my earbuds in when I go to a store, specifically so I can, make an excuse I'm ignoring those people. I don't hear them call out to me, so I can just do. That way I feel like less of a dick, even though I really do want to do nothing. I have nothing to do with them on purpose. Every once in a blue moon, if I have, 5 minutes to kill, sure, I'll humor somebody who, has an internet provider they're trying to offer. Because maybe it's better than what I got. But I'm fiber wired in, so I doubt it. I'm looking for treats, not weapons. Fuck are you? Whatever. Yeah, I knew she'd be confused afterward. At least she told Yor where the snacks were, so that's helpful. Well, at least they're lucky a professional is walking by. I said it twice, I'll say it one more time. Pro. Now that's the kind of situation that shows true aura. Okay. I am almost positive that when Yor said "oh no" a minute ago, the voice actress just said shit. I might be wrong, but that is what it sounded like, and that's even better, honestly. Oh, W. Free stuff. Meanwhile, her servant next door is like, she's so adamant about this. Meanwhile, she's panicking, thinking it's more than what it actually is. No, this woman is, famous or something and just wants somebody, strong and competent to carry her shit. Okay, maybe I was slightly wrong. It is kind of adorable, yes. Why is she in tennis gear, though? And what kind of destruction is she about to cause knowing last time she played tennis? Bitch didn't even tell her why she got brought along into wherever the fuck is happening. Is it volleyball? That's even more dangerous than tennis, actually. Wait, hold on. You're being invited to play with a bunch of other mothers who are friends. This would actually be a very good opportunity for you. That way you can hang out with somebody who's not your coworkers and, like, maybe help you be a better, not only mother, but normal person. Actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. And again, I bring up, that's actually the kind of situation that would be great to happen. Just go to do something and meet people. Really need to start getting back to that game store that I used to hang out at, because I miss that kind of situation being a possible thing. Just, the whole of the internet and stuff, sure you can meet people you're friendly with, but don't hurt anybody. Yeah, she's, in serious mode, which is not for the best. Meanwhile, fucking Yor just jumping 10 feet into the air to get to the ball, leaving everyone down below confused as hell. Except for the one who brought her on board to things, who's probably sitting there like, yes, 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 this is what I was hoping for! Was this correct? Yeah, kinda. Everyone's just dumbfounded at what they just saw. Again, except for the one that brought her on board, who is thoroughly impressed. Just impressed as hell. Correcting her, but she's gonna make use of that one time. She's such a fucking tryhard, but I love it, honestly. Because you're good, but you're too good. You need to tone it back a bit. Yeah, you're like too much of a tryhard. Like, the point is to play together. Like, being a tryhard and trying to win is fine. You're literally just starting. If you get looked at by somebody like, alright, let loose. That's the time to just do the thing. It's kind of like the problem with a lot of these, I'm the best in the world and go fuck yourself, that a lot of these anime do. Is people just kind of like take charge of everything and it ostracizes everyone around them, basically. Okay, but that's kind of the point of the game, is to play together. And again, like I said at the top of the whole thing, maybe they can, like, bring her into being more normal about it, Like, if they ever do really want to win that bad, she's there. She can take lead. She can do the thing. Yes, actually. Matter of factly, yes. Last time she played a sport, it was one-on-one, and she sliced the ball into, like, 50 pieces. Yeah, hopefully she can take that into mind as just to reel it in. Okay. She was on a good track to keeping it, reeled back. And then she did this. I'm gonna do the thing where I flip the thing so I can just roll the clip. That's not reeling it in. That's murdering half of the enemy team. So, destroying the floorboards, and the roof, and probably a satellite dish. Well, because she didn't try hard, they did end up losing. But at least they had a good time once she mostly reeled it back. Being able to hit a volleyball at the force of probably at least 500 metric tons worth of force? Yeah. Matter of fact, they probably had to deduct points because she hit the ball that hard that it destroyed this, that, and the other thing. Oops. Too often worry about what others think? What? No, not exactly. It's like actually, yeah, she kind of does, and that's probably a majority of her problem when she's off her either job, because when she's just handling the job, she does great most of the time. But when she's trying to hang around other people outside of her, daytime job or her family job, does not go well. And like I said at the top, they're going to welcome her into their group more often if she would like, which is nice because she has been needing some friends outside of the co-workers who honestly just well, they're more of the younger age range, so they just badger on about things, unfortunately. Actually, matter of fact, yeah, what a coincidence. You guys also have kids going into the same school as mine? Wow, crazy. It's almost as if, like, joining your friend group would make a double good intention for the future of things. Wow, crazy, right? There's no fucking shot that's Damien's mother. Because that would actually make everything so much easy. Or easier. Hmm. Okay, while her expression might have changed a little bit, this does work out so much better if she keeps up the act the right way. Because, like, if Anya and Damien get, like, a little more friendly, then that's helpful. And if Yor becomes, friendly with his mother, then that would just mean that Lloyd needs to get close to the father, which is the main objective of things. And that's actually well planned out by the author. I will give that. Like, obviously, the author has to plan things well to make a good series, but there are times where there are a lot of plot holes and shit that fall through, and that actually ended quite well. No wonder they made it a full episode thing instead of just half episode things. Because usually, when it's more plot relevant, that's how it goes. Yes, Yor, she is. She is like the basis of this whole thing. You don't know that yet, but hey, clap, clap, clap for making friends and with somebody very important. We're not gonna abuse and use your friendship yet, but good on ya. Now, Anya, be good. Yeah, like her expression changing to that after she learned who Yor is was kind of crazy, but that's also a good thing because maybe if that's the case, she like has heard about Anya from from Damien. Therefore, that means Damien does speak about Anya. Is it in a good or bad fashion? Who knows? But that's like good in some way. Yeah. That was on me. My bad. She saw me exercising and put it into practice. Yeah, yeah. That at least she's being accountable for herself, and she's passing it off as if she doesn't give a fuck. Now, to how honest that is, guess we'll see. Oh, that's actually good too. If the big, mean, scary looking guy also just kind of passed it off as just a little issue between children. That's actually even better for Anya and Lloyd's case because when it happened, Lloyd was terrified that it was going to fuck everything up. I mean, is that for better or worse, though? Probably mostly for the worse, as we've heard from Damien, but I suppose in the way that Melinda there was getting the expression of, which was very angry for Yor's repeated apologizing, you also gotta consider that repeatedly apologizing when somebody said something is fine once is one thing when you're dating, but another thing when you're just friends with somebody. Because if you over apologize to a friend, especially a new friend, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot about it. Okay, you're thinking something about her being the first lady ever is crazy. Bitch's name ain't Eve. So, like, that's also a whole other topic. That's not. Yeah, they're all just gonna laugh at her. Okay, I cannot get a full read on her. She is good at playing a role, but which role is she playing? Like, is she playing the role of a thankful mother that's happy her kid is making friends? Is she playing the role as a pissed off political official type of person that her kid's getting close to any sort of commoner? I can't get a read on the bitch. Like, at least her husband is scary looking all the time, but this almost reminds me of the bitch mother from Rock Lady, which I do hope that gets a season 2. And I know I haven't uploaded all that yet, so most of y'all probably have no clue what I'm talking about. But in June, that's getting uploaded. Pride Month, baby. Meanwhile, I was just trying to spit some shit and either bait it out of your or shut Lloyd's mindset up. But Lloyd's trying to overthink things about the meeting between Melinda and Yor being more than a coincidence, which maybe we've seen a lot of things, anime wise at least, that not everything that happens is a coincidence and some shit gets pushed. Again, we refer to the other thing that's been uploaded prior to this or in the middle of. Maybe I'll start uploading a couple episodes of this with Oshinoko before the finale, because by the point of recording this, we're halfway through, so we'll see. But regardless, a lot of shit was set up by Aqua for everything to happen. Just the same as his sister made a lot of shit happen due to her own accord, and nobody else having a clue otherwise. But that's that show. And this is this one. And not everyone is quite that smart, even if it seems like they could be. Lloyd is still overthinking it, though. My guy, not everything is like a ploy on you. Like, honestly, if anything, maybe Melinda's just like doing her own fucked up reasoning for things, you know? Maybe she does actually want to be friends with Yor. Maybe she does want to push Damien and Anya to be friends. You know, maybe her devious look earlier wasn't for anything except for her being an overbearing mother, despite what the friend said of them being hands off. And now he's hurting Anya's head. Okay, so he went over this whole thing in his head about is it a ploy, is it honest, how did this happen, why did this happen, blah, 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 blah. And, well, he did kind of have a slight thought of telling her she can't hang out with them. Instead, he went with the rational thought process, not as, you know, anyone to do with central intelligence or a political party or whatever. He thought, as a man and a husband, what's best for his wife. Because pretend marriage or not, man does care for his family. So, said it before, say it again. The whole end of whatever we get from this, again, not sure if the manga is still ongoing or not. One would really hope that the marriage is no longer just pretend. Meanwhile, he's thinking of this as a scheme, and Anya's just like, Papa, why? Papa, why must you do this to us? We are not your pawns. Wait, shit, we kinda are. Now she's overthinking it. She is overthinking it just a little bit. Like, everybody can be friends, except for Donovan, who... Yeah, I say that, and yeah, honestly, he's probably, like, way nicer than they're actually making him out to be, regardless of him looking scary. He's actually probably not a bad guy overall. You know, typical political guy, douchebag vibes. But overall, probably just not that terrible. Yeah, she's considering what having friends means. She probably hasn't had friends since she was like 5 years old, unfortunately, because we know her backstory. She got started in the assassination game very young. Meanwhile, she's blowing that into her boss, and that's probably not for the best either. Y'all are six. Stick to being friends, Bucky. Child's got some serious problems. Like, I know a lot of these comedies, slice of life, even borderline action shows need their shipper kind of character, but calm down, Becky. Calm down. On topic, don't forget to subscribe to the Gotcha channel because Avencia is coming out in a few days, so probably gonna try rolling for at least a copy of her. You know what? I had like 5 jokes come to my mind, and I don't think a single one of them can top what's on screen. She's about to make a mess of his entire uniform with that thing, isn't she? Don't crash into him! No, crash. Meanwhile, he just sidesteps it like a boss. Well, that's not going to help you get closer as friends. Or maybe it will, actually. Guys do like tsundaris. Yeah, oops. Everyone's laughing at him now. That's, again, typically not a good way to make friends. But there is also the case that, guys tend not mind that kind of thing sometimes. Well, she tried. She tried to get closer to him, and it did not work how she planned it to. But she tried again. She tried. She tried. So at least Yor did good in her accidental pursuit of making friends with the Desmond family matriarch. So at least Anya's failures aren't that bad. But because Anya thinks that she might get like tossed to the side from the family if she fails, which why would children are crazy? Yeah, she did another oopsie, but I'm sure it'll be fine, right? I mean, Damien already wants to be her friend and such, so it's probably not that bad, right? Yeah. I gotta fix that between episodes. But, speaking of between episodes, what y'all should do between today and the next one is let me know your thoughts on the episode, season, series as a whole, other shows, movies, etc. I should check out this season, next season, or in general. Hit the like button, subscribe to the other channels in the description, ring bells, like Facebook. Wait, have I said description below? I meant comment many times. Shit. Subscribe to stuff, ring bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok, Patreon, Twitch. Subscribe for benefits. Can do so Twitch Prime for free. Helps me out immensely. Thank you to all the patrons that have helped out thus far in the description down below. As well as, of course, when I can get an end card up there. Might have happened already. Might not. I don't know. We'll see. That being said, it's been the Blaze King with King's Critique. Ta-ta for now. Peace.